Okay, headphones up. Microphone is up. Okay, give me a moment to share this with a few groups and then we should be ready to proceed. So this will. You can see. Oh, it's actually up here, so I can just share it from here. Okay, also, don't mind the unflattering image of me, but that is how it is. And I've heard a lot of things about the set so far. Um, the general consensus is white and blue are very good. The artifact synergies pretty much give it a lot of long game. It's kind of like the crafting mechanics, kind of like flashback in a sense. Red and green are kind of there next, but in combination you get dinos, which is apparently pretty good. It sounds like the everyone says it's pretty much the one of the best archetypes. I feel like there is a way to draft white and or blue that you can kind of get your aggro through. But otherwise, red green is pretty much the great equalizer there. It has pretty much good mid range. The removal, from what I hear, is also, for lack of a better word, horrible. And actually, that kind of puts black near on the bottom. But from what I hear, the colors are not that far off. That said, we're gonna be putting this to the test. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today, we are going to be doing a premier draft of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. You can also do quick drafts around this time. We'll see how things go. Looks like everyone is raring to go at this rate. So, trying to see. Well, first off, we got probably one of the worst rares you can hit. Get it? Hit the mother load. Well, probably don't want that. It really doesn't. It's a whole lot of nothing for the most part. One of the better things we can probably take here, I guess we can take Bitter Triumph. It is one of the best removal spells. I would prefer to be in white though. That said, this might be the best thing we can take. Well, there is a Sunfire Torch, which does help us in the aggro plan, and there's also Might of the Ancestors, but that's an enchantment. If we're gonna take something that's a non-creature, we're gonna take removal. Oh, here we have an interesting option. There's a Throne of the Grim Captain. We can try to go for 3 colors and try to draft towards this. This is kind of worth speculating on. Nothing great in black. There's a Canonize in Blood, which is a Descent payoff. I think we're gonna go for Throne and see if that pays off. Hey, Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Also, thank you, Jericho Alagan, for liking the stream as well. How are you guys doing? So, how are we doing on our part? It's kind of fine. Probably want to go black, red, green, or black, blue, red, or some sort. We're definitely gonna have to go 3 colors if we're gonna hit all the creatures for this. Self-reflection is fine. We can take Tithing Blade. It's not the best removal spell, but we do have to take it. There are a few other interesting options, but we can probably wield those. Yeah, we're taking the black. We're taking black. I don't know if we should be going back. There's Ray of Ruin, which is our common removal spell. It's also very expensive. It does exile though, so that's a good thing. Alternately, we can go for, say, an Inverted Iceberg. This helps us mill, probably helps them go for the Throne plan. I definitely want to hit into some sort of blue. It's either that or Ray of Ruin. The Myconid is fine. We'll take the Iceberg. We definitely need to at least be in 2 colors. Just got the Dino Commander deck today. I heard it's the most expensive of the bunch. It's not the easiest one to get. Well, there's a second one. I think now is the time to take this. Like, if we're taking a creature, we're aiming for one of the 4 creature types, and right now we got 0 of them. So we'll probably take the Ray of Ruin here. Okay, we do have blue for Dinosaur. This is a cave payoff, so it's a bit awkward. Alternately, we can take Vito's Inquisitor, which is fine. We can also take a greedy freebooter. We definitely want to prioritize our cheap drops here, though. So yeah, we'll take the greedy freebooter here. Let's hope we can get something to work with on the Pirates end. Maybe another freebooter is fine. Brackish Blunder as a combat trick. Yeah, we'll take the freebooters. Yeah, a guy from a Tambayan seller. Nice. Yeah, the thing I heard about is that the Dino Commander deck is one of the most expensive to get because of the individual cards there. It's it's one of the ones that got jacked, became overpriced really fast. That said, I'm not exactly drafting any better. Like, we only got two creatures so far, so not super ideal. We have quite a bit of removal. Still not ideal. We definitely need to load up on creatures this time, that's for sure. We did pass the blue dinosaur, which would have been, which if we managed to get that, that would have been one way to avoid splashing a third color. But honestly speaking, we probably are. Also, I can, if things don't pan out that well, I can easily just bin the throne. Although throne is a good descend payoff. We just need to have ways of descending. Ooh, this is interesting. So there's Acolyte and there's Vito's Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is probably the better one overall, but I do want to have an early game one. Yeah, let's take the Acolyte. We need to prioritize cheap drops. Yeah, not the markups, but that's the thing. If once you hype it up, you're guaranteed to mark it up. That's economics and capitalism, baby. But yeah, that's the sad part. Well, think of it this way: it was gonna get marked up one way or another. Either it gets marked up by the LCS, or it gets marked up by the person who purchases it off the LCS. Worst case scenario, it gets marked up two times, and you're kind of stuck waiting. Makes you feel that the Dino Commander deck is kind of like getting a PS5. And for so we have Pirate, we have Vampire. These are not great to cast back, but at least they do help us get into Throne. Usually Throne is really nuts if you can get. This is really nuts and constructed because you can drop the really good ones. As it is, we're just trying to find a way to make it work. Also, there's one player that's. Well, of course this is gonna come back. I guess I could take it as free rare, but we have a plan and we're gonna stick with it. We'll take the River Herald Scout. Promising Vein is necessary evil. It's actually good in the Descend deck, but it's okay. Brackish Blunder, make. None of these are really great. I might have to take a Captivating Cave. I guess I can take Relic's Roar. No, we'll take the Brackish Blunder. It's an additional removal for now. Okay, Shipwreck Sentry. No, no, everyone's sleeping on Self-Reflection. This is actually quite decent, but we do need creatures first. That said, this is not a great creature, though. Yeah, we'll take the Self-Reflection. Another Relic's Roar. Well, this is now the time to take Promising Vein. And Song of Stupefaction is fine too. Yeah, we're swimming in Brackish Blunders. Hey, if we wanted removal, here's the Unstable Glyph Bridge. We could go Esper colors. Though, if we really wanted dinosaurs, it should not be white. We should be going towards red, so we probably could pass that. Council of Echoes is pretty good. We might have to take a Synapse Necromage just to have more creatures. We could go into green. Colossodactyl is pretty good, although the double green is an awkward cost. Waylaying Pirates is fine, but not great. There's also an Echo of Dusk. I guess this is actually the better card to pick for now. We'll take this one. Really also need to hit removal as well, though. That's another problem. Despite my one-win record, I managed to get Polyraptor and Bonehor. Ooh, nice hits. The Bonehor Dracosaur is probably one of the biggest mythics, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the biggest cards in this set. There's a Scampering Surveyor, which is pretty good. It's a 4-drop. You can take another Inquisitor. You can splash for Glorify or Suffering, see if maybe pivot that way. Well, if I do that, I should probably take the Scampering Surveyor. Yeah, we have to take the Surveyor. I don't like that it costs 4. But it does put in the battlefield tap, so that is one thing. What you say about Grim Captain? Yeah. I got whacked by the Grim Captain on pre-release, yeah. If you pre-release, it's a lot easier to line it up. Hey, we do have okay, now this gives us a dinosaur in black, and I am willing to take it. Definitely much better than Zoetic Glyph is fine. But definitely want to take this one. I could also make an argument for Waylaying Pirates, but we'll waylay later. Okay. Let's see what else. Insect Horror, no. Core Stalker? Definitely in the definition of way too late for what it does. I might just take the Brine Fang. It's an Island Cycler. Not great, but we kind of need to have one of these. And with that, we have 2 dinos, 1 vampire, 1 merfolk, and a few pirates. So now we need to fill the things out. Shipwreck Sentry gives us another pirate. Fanatical Offering gives us something to do. Sacrifice and stuff. That's a way to go about it. But we need to take more creatures over non-creatures. But we now have a reason not to dip into another color already. So that's good news. Another Inverted Iceberg. The Snail. I would love to take a Tali's Favor. This is one of the better cards of the set. I guess we'll just take another Iceberg right ahead. There's also a Chart of Course too. Wow. I'm definitely gonna have to make some adjustments to this. Like the Relic's Roar is probably gonna go. Self-Reflection probably goes as well. Yeah, we have way too many non-creatures. Sunbird Standard's a non-creature that turns into a creature, but we have to prioritize. Well, there's a late game creature we can take. So let's see. Bitter Triumph is in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we might have too many of these. Actually, this makes Relic's Roar good, but I would rather have the other card at this point. Just taking this to fill out my uncommons. Diadect Echo. I guess this is a Descent card. We can take this. Watley's Final Strike. Yeah, I did say I would end up in green if ever. We do have a lot of 2s, so we can churn through a bit, but we do need to have actual gameplay elements. So we're looking for even more creatures to fill out. I guess we can take Amalia. We don't have that. We have a few ways to explore, but not that many. But I probably still want to take her anyway. It's just a little bit for white, so it's not that far off. We did skip 1 rare, so we're gonna take her. Alternately, we could use another River Herald Scout. We have plenty of options in the pirates, but we do want to have extra options, bombier options. Okay, Eaten by Piranhas is decent removal. But our removal right now is basically Bitter Triumph, Titan Blade, Ray of Ruin. I guess this is fine. We could use this and replace Ray of Ruin. There's a Mephitic Drought, but not so great. Hidden Necropolis is... I guess it gives us something to do. But we'll take the Eaten by Piranhas. We'll find somewhere to fit it and probably cut one of the Brackish Blood. We'll cut both Brackish Blunders for now, but let's see how they fit. Pearl into History. A bit too expensive for my taste. Waterwind Scouts, definitely. Yeah, we're definitely taking this one. It's a shame we're passing a Braid here, but this is not the deck for us. So let's do a sanity check. 2 Merfolks, 3 Pirates, 2 Dinos, 4 Vampires. Okay, so we have quite a bit of Vampires. We just want to up the merfolk and pirate count. The dino count, okay. I guess if we're splashing white for Amalia, we could also splash white for Bartolome. There is a dead weight which we can descend into. I guess now's the time to take 4 mana veto. If I'm taking veto, I'm gonna take Bartolome. Ooh, Join the Dead. This is probably one of the better common removal spells. We can also take Soaring Sandwing and just Plane Cycle, but this becomes awkward since I really want to hit only 1 planes. There is a Waylaying Pirates. I guess what we do is we focus on removal so we can cut some of the blue removal cards, I guess. Another Tiding Blade is... I want another greedy freebooter first, though. Might be me being greedy. Hey, another Bartolome. Probably River Herald Scout this time. So sanity check, 3 merfolks, 4 pirates, 2 dinosaurs, which is still on the low end, but we are aiming for some cycling. Synapse, Necromage. I definitely would prefer that over Mephitic Drought. Would I want the 4th greedy freebooter? Probably not, but I'm not. We definitely have to make some awkward cuts here. This is. Oh, we did make 18 creatures now, so we can probably. We are gonna have to start cutting some creatures. Definitely want the Herald Scouts because these give us Explore. We definitely want to have to keep the Scampering Surveyor because it's one of the few ways we get white. I guess we can now take a Hidden Necropolis as what. So let's see, chart, Ethan. I guess it's still okay keeping the Inverted Iceberg. So I guess if we do make cuts, it's going to be on the creature line. So what are the... So we can actually cut the Synapse Necromage here. Keeps Goblin Skulker. I guess I can take this one in the off chance I decide to not go Throne anymore, which might be a bit weird. I guess we can cut the Didact Echo because that's way too expensive for what we're aiming for. Confounding Riddle is nice. I'll see if I can make room for it. Yeah, we're gonna have an interesting deck. Is going for the Throne the best plan, or is it one of the worst things we can do? What is our alternate plan if the Throne is not there? So, let's see, what are our options? First things first, let's fix our lands. Definitely want only 1 swamp if possible. So what color do I prioritize? I want to prioritize black, that's for sure. I guess I can cut 1 iceberg. That drops this a bit. Shipwreck Sentry, is it still good? Or do I cut it? Merfolk, Pirate, Vampire. Where are humans coming from? Hold on. Council of Echoes. This is one of the better cards, but I'm gonna try cutting it for now, which is not generally advisable. It does allow me to drop this a bit, maybe, yeah, split it like this. There's an argument for having the 2nd white mana, but yeah, I guess what we can do is we can go Promising Vein. Yeah, go 7/8 that way. Our pirates. It's our pirates that are contributing to the human count. Okay. So Iceberg, Scout. Guess we can. This is fine. We do need to make at least one more, preferably 2 more cuts, but we're gonna aim for 1 more cut. chart the course. No, we'll cut one greedy freeboot. No, that does not seem right. If I cut one, it's probably gonna just be the shipwreck sentry. There we go. We'll go with it like this for now. We'll see if this works, but honestly, I am greatly concerned. Should have gotten the White Plains requirements. Probably there. I was thinking about getting the Plains Cycler. We do have a promising vein for it as an alternate plan. My concern with the Cyclers is that if I'm gonna actually play them, I need two of the lands, so it does become awkward. Okay, that said, we can keep this. I probably should have played blue first because then let's see, if our opponent plays a creature, we're just gonna, oh no, not a creature, so we are free to Herald Scout, hopefully hit something. Okay, hit another land, that's fine. So let's see what our opponent does. Souls of the Lost. Okay, I guess we're sniping that. Yeah, Tiding Blade is good. Now, yeah, maybe if it was any other color, that would have been fine. Okay, so I can Bitter Triumph this guy, and then dig for white, which is, I can also this is sacrifice another creature or artifact gains menace. Because at least Bitter Triumph's an instant. I can still hold this up. When an island cycles, okay, they going to plays an island, sure. Opponent just going for the descent. I guess it's worth casting. Wait, maybe just the pay tree life is fine. Okay, Water Wind Scout gives us something to explore into. Yeah, this is fine. We can do this first. Make our map token. Then we can go Amalia and then explore. Ooh, Vigilance Menace. Okay. Also can craft, I guess. That's also another plan. Ooh, we're just hitting lands. Not so good. Ooh, if we can transform this, this would actually be pretty good. We can we can start gaining life this way. Now question, I do want a mass block. Opponent might have a combat trick. Yeah, they probably have the Eaten by Piranhas. That would be no, they don't. Also, Greedy Freebooter helps us with our white too. That was also another incidental plan. Okay, we can play this one. Let's see, Vampire, Merfolk, Pirate. I have another merfolk on the ready, so I probably want to give up the vampire. Wait, no, not the vampire, sorry. Merfolk, that one's... Very impatient, are we? Maybe our opponent has a... Is there a flash feature? There's no flash feature that I know of. So I can just play this one, start... Get into the alternate plan. Maybe our opponent has a counter spell for this. I'm actually fine with that. Yeah, confounding riddle. That's fine. So vampire, pirate, yeah. No caves though. Probably want to bin this one. And the reason we do this is because we want to get closer to throne. Also, we can just hard cast this at this point. Yeah, this is an ETB effect, so not so ideal. We can now just the tithing. I wish I got another tithing blade at this point. This is going to be a nuts comp. This is going to be a bit of a nutty combo. Herald Scout. Yeah, we'll keep this on top because this gives us another explorer. Well, technically it's another map token. Yeah, might as well crack this. This one's not doing anything. Vito's Inquisitor is a good option. And our opponent is gonna slowly die at this rate, so we don't have to rush anything. If our opponent can't answer this chart, of course, okay, they're digging. I got their Oaken Siren. Okay, that's a way to block up top. Yeah, the 1 and 2 mana drop flyers are gonna be a very big deal. And opponent concedes. We're just gonna keep draining them and exploring. That's the long-term game that we want. So not bad. Pretty good start. Pretty good start. We'll take it. Might as well manage the video from there. I will. Well, 1/4 of the throne's requirements. Well, yeah, the white plane cycling dino. Yeah, the issue for me is about the ability to play it. Good news is the greedy freebooters kind of help us there, but yeah, I will admit that I am taking a risk by not taking the white plane cycler. It just feels bad. If you draw your plane and then you draw that, you're basically just paying 2 mana to pitch it in the yard for no. And I do not want to run 2 planes in this deck if possible. So, okay, this is a pretty decent one. We probably should play the Swamp first. So turn 2 Marauding Brindfang. Or turn 2 Throne, because we're going to be aggressively milling. Alternately, I can get a little bit greedy. Okay, out of air, so that's a counter spell. We definitely want to play Throne next turn. Yeah, counter spell not as effective when the opponent can see it coming. So we have a dino and vampire in hand. We have the pirates on the ground. We just need to mill a merfolk supposedly. Also, well, we can just pitch this easily. We just need ways to crack. Yeah, this is gonna be the litmus test for Throne. I know that it is very doable. The question is, can we do it? Actually, the next question is, why is our opponent tanking now? Do they have a whip? Okay, what are the ways that blue has ways of bouncing this? So that is an option. Because oh no, exiling is part of the cost, so they won't be able to do it in response. They have to anticipate me having it. If the opponent swings, I'm just gonna chomp block. It's mill first. Ugh, might have needed one of those lands. Yeah, we'll take the land as much as I don't want it. I guess I can. So, what are my options? I can play Vito's Inquisitor. Basically, make this into a 4/4 if I need to. Opponent pretty much gonna try to hold up counterspell for the longest time. Good news is we have already kind of have almost everything on the ground. If our opponent has removal, like for example, Join the Dead is pretty good. Opponent might even go for it. Mephitic Draught. Okay, opponent's just gonna. Okay, there's our planes. So, vampire, human. So we just need to make merfolk. This is instant, which is the good news. I could swing with this, make it a 4/4, but that's kind of unnecessary. Also check, yeah, this is a counter spell. Opponent knows I'm eventually gonna hit. Opponent actually giving, okay, going for the descent trigger, I guess. Chupacabra Echo. Number of permanent cards, so I will lose this one. No point in sacking it, I suppose. Let's mill 2 cards first. Promising Vein. Now I could just pay the sack, but this is, oh wait, x equals 1? I don't. We're going for this one, so we're gonna avoid it. Yeah, x equals 1, so it's actually gonna miss. Well, that one will hit. Scampering Surveyor, search your library. Well, first we play this one. I guess we can play this. Yeah, we'll go for the cave. I can go swing with this sack, force a 2/1 block. I can likewise swing with this one. See if our opponent double blocks, then we just go for the... So, yeah, admittedly, very greedy. If we're lucky, also, we can use the discovery here, but that is very ambitious, I'll be honest. And it's really looking for a way to move this one. Shame we don't have a way to give this haste. You kind of want red for that. But this probably might be annoying enough. Also, opponent has only descent tree, so... Okay, opponent in desperation mode. Still, well, we're milling land, so it's actually kind of helpful. If our opponent counters it, it's fine. The thing is that it doesn't exile it, so let's see. Yeah, we don't have any other choices. Well, I could choose one of these, but I don't. Opponent probably chump blocks, but I don't think they want to chump. They want to chump block now. They want to chump block a lot later. Though this has trample, so probably awkward as well. Yeah, Grim Captain is very doable. You just have to have a good number of each creature. We were milling quite a bit just to hit, but thankfully our opponent was not exactly that fast themselves. We managed to preserve one treasure token if we need to go for Amalia. Convert an iceberg, mill a card and draw a card. Yeah, sure, we can do that. We don't have any. We don't really have any other artifacts right now, but that's fine. Yeah, it looks like the Discover deck's kind of good, all things considered. Tapped and attacking, so I definitely... Opponent just counters it, that's fine. I can tempt our opponent and just drop the greedy freebooter. No, we'll drop the large one right away. Opponent does get to draw a card. But opponent concedes. There's just way too much damage incoming. Yeah, Grim Captain. Wait, here we go. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Yeah, we're mid. I got the Grim Captain in sealed pool. I couldn't get it to work because my pool was really short on all those playables. I would have to go through 4 colors at best. But here in draft, we were able, because we got it so early, we managed to craft our way through it. Yeah, that Grim Captain. Yeah. I am also starting to think that it is, yeah, even though we have the 3 greedy freebooters, we might want to consider cutting Bartolome, as good as he is. just something to think about. I think this coming one's gonna be a draw. It looks like it's having a problem starting up. This might take a while to get going. You might need to kill the AC. Yeah. Just chill. Well, actually, stop chilling. It's actually quite cold already. Oh, the cancel button came back up, which means that so if you guys saw that, this pretty much means that they now have a way of aborting the match and looking for a different opponent. Very interesting. It's also possible I'm stuck in the loop, so on the 2 minute mark, if the cancel button's still there, I'm gonna hit it. Okay, let's cancel that and restart. That was very weird to say the least. Is this the time where barely anyone's trapped? We had quite a few players already, so shouldn't be that hard to find fellow drafters. But it is admitted this is getting weirder and weirder by the minute. I also I also would not be able to just stop and start again tomorrow, for example, because I am going to be very busy tomorrow. In fact, I'm supposed to be. Okay, we gotta imagine. I'm supposed to be writing up. I'm supposed to be writing out thank you cards for the year. Hey, we had hit all three colors. Not punished at all. Okay, so we're definitely going scout. We have multiple options here. Scout 2, Iceberg 3. We'll play the black mana first, then decide. I definitely do not want to play Bartolome when I. Okay, we're going Scout 2. If our opponent wants to counter this, I am perfectly fine. Yeah. Also note that blue is supposed to be one of the better colors, so I'm starting to see that. Let's see if our opponent has another. No, did not want to counter the greedy freebooter. We're gonna drop an inverted iceberg. There's an argument for going for the marauding brine fang. I almost said something very unsavory. We need to really be careful. Also, we definitely want to save the Ethan by Faranas. Our opponent's probably going to be holding on to something big. Okay. So I'm actually going to just play Bartolome here. See what our opponent wants to do with this. One's actually playing blue-green. Makes it interesting. Okay, do they have the... they waited so long. Well, it's just a map token, so not the worst. I could just crack the Promising Vein. I could also just cycle this. Yeah, we'll cycle this. Okay, opponent's actually just gonna take it. So we're actually gonna just sacrifice. Bitter Triumph is actually pretty good. We'll keep that top. So definitely want to play the Echo of Dusk, gives us a lifelink. We could play the freebooter off the token, like the treasure token. I'm fine with that. But I also, let's do that. So we're gonna see how, because we can ground the Water Wind Scout, but So that is, so we're not waiting around. Opponent would get this in response, but not really would. Oh no, it's sorcery speed. Wait, no, they had a way to crack that. Did they just skip through it? That makes... Ooh, that did not seem right. This is one of the few cards that is a must neuter. So we'll take it like that. One that probably hits us for 2. Yep. Now, I think we're gonna draw that. Now if our opponent, oh, I was hoping our opponent was gonna double block. We'll take that. So play this, and now we can just use the treasure token to craft this. We actually could have done it because it is sorcery speed. I was kind of holding it up for this. Let's see if our opponent has another counter spell. They could have another out for air, but at least it gets rid of it. Nope, opponent lets it go. Well, they've been hitting lands. They did hit their second green source. We also need our second black source for a few of our cards. And it gets free explore. Might as well practice now. We're not proving anyone. Opponent does hit the chart, of course, keeps it up top. We definitely want to flip this one. Or Scampering Surveyor also helps. The more lands we can take out of the deck, the better. Opponent just jumps. I'm fine with that. Opponent can swing, chart, of course, draw 2 cards. Could also equip. It does eat into their mana, but the Explorer is kind of still good. It's not bad. We definitely want to flip this one until we can. Also, let's do a sanity check. 2 pirates, 1 dino, 1 merfolk. So our 2 vampires are on the board. Let's keep that in mind. Also have to be careful that the 2 mana want these final strike. So okay, this deals 5. It gets 6 damage, so I need to sacrifice 4 things. Maybe we're better off letting it die. Let's see, but so this might be a okay, opponent has another out there. No way of casting it. So we might have to spike. That's fine. This forces a block. super risky trying to keep such a big boy. If our opponent had any bounce effect or something like that, we would have been real trouble. Well, though, if they had a bounce effect, they would have aimed it on our spike tail instead. Yeah, we probably should have just let this guy die. That was he got way too attached. That was a mistake. Lodestone Needle. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, we goofed up on that one. Okay, so but that is a lesson learned. We'll take it. It's important to learn that we should not go all in on that one creature. We were better off just letting it die. We actually did need a vampire in the yard now that I think of it, so that would have been the perfect opportunity. Yeah, we got way too greedy. But I remember only losing once. What the heck happened there? Hold on, I'm gonna replay that video. Did I lose twice? That doesn't. This is a very slow keep, but I might have to keep this. So for opponent, yeah, this is what I'm concerned with. The early one drop deck. We could ground it with an Eaten by Piranhas, but so we're gonna have to play lots of catch up here. I guess one is not trading for it. We go Scampering Surveyor for the 4th land. Yeah, the white-blue deck is the most aggro, actually. With lots of incident. Oh, they have a DRR? Oh, you're gonna lose this one. We need the planes. Now this is sacrifice another, so but our opponent did not go DRR right away. Opponent doesn't have to. We got inverted iceberg, but would I not rather just? I just rather exile this now. Let's get this one. Okay, can bin that one. We are giving up 2 blockers in the token. This is the cost of this one is sacrifice, so our opponent will probably just give up the aspirant, or they could actually sack the map token. It's a land, they can still play it. They're really holding back on the good. Well, thank goodness it's hexproof. So we have to hold back the Eaten by Piranhas. Opponent's now flooding. Opponent should consider swimming with more. Because this is... Okay. gonna see if he wants to swap. No, he's not gonna swap. He's gonna just play. When it's actually not, yeah, they're really holding that one back. Hit another island. We haven't lost a creature yet, so I don't want to wait a bit. I lost an. Okay, it's 5 mana. I would rather just play the greedy freebooter here. Set us up for the next few turns. Opponent's gonna have to use that DRR soon, especially since they're flooding. Well, we're not exactly doing any better. Okay, so this time I'm going to offer this one as a trade. Reason being is that I can now just invert the iceberg on it. Okay, one's still holding. No, we're really flooding. Oh, cancel. Wrong card. Yeah, we're giving up a pirate, but we should have more. And this does give us the option to sack an artifact, so yeah. We probably should start punching with this though. Eventually our opponent's gonna hit something really big. Yeah, not that big. Yeah, he's going for the trade at last. Yeah, this is enough to punch it, I guess. Now we just hold this back. Yeah, opponent's now gonna cast that. So first things first, we're gonna mute this one. Then we're gonna let this land target. Opponent could swing at us for 2, but we get to swing back and more. Now it's greedy freebooter time. This is not sorcery speed, so we actually get to swing with this guy. Opponent did not respect this. Yeah, we get the combo again. That was actually the scariest opening. It was supposed to be the all 1-drop opening, but we managed to get by it. Now I'm gonna offer the trade here. Probably should not, but the idea is that anytime I can pare the board down, I should. Also free explore, we'll take it. Opponent goes for a Compass Gnome. If they actually search, we know their next card is a dud. They probably should not search. Yeah, they did not search. We could actually sack the treasure token because we probably don't need it. So I probably should have just saved it for after the draw. But that is quite a lot of life we gained, and we did pump pump up Aguirre to 5/5 status. One is now in chump block mode. Yeah, we managed to get there. Oh, opponent hits another River Herald Guide. Into... Ooh. Definitely want to convince our opponent. Yeah, we'll make a map again. Make a map token. Free explore. Ooh, nice. Okay, opponent's conceding. Nope. Opponent. Yep, opponent concede. Yeah, opponent is conceding. No, opponent concedes for real. All the incidental life gain really worked there. I'm still curious. How did I get that second loss all of a sudden? I'm gonna really have to double check that one. That did not make sense. I'm gonna have to play the tape back. Did I? Maybe, or it's possible I've become an AI and I've started hallucinating. Yeah, I might be hallucinating at this point. It's so weird. Is this? I don't even remember how many games we've played at this point. Okay, turn one Bartolome, but we got the greedy freebooter to feed it. Yeah, we have to be careful. Bartolome is not as good as so I can see a reason to cut this guy, but at the same time we can just keep going for it. Yeah. Greedy freebooter, probably not the strongest one drop. Our opponent played a lot of stronger one drops a while ago. But this is probably one of the most utilitarian ones. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, so I guess of the 3 wins, we can chalk one to Grim Captain and two to Aguirre. Also, it's really funny the number of streamers that could not pronounce. Actually, you know what? Let's do a double check. How to print?
King size snack baka mo.
Alright, gonna mute the ad because that makes no sense. When it's actually under standby. So okay, now we can unmute.
It's generally pronounced here in Spanish, and I believe it comes from Basque country specifically.
Okay, that's actually super weird. I regret playing that one. But it does say Aguirre, something to that effect. Just making sure I'm not hallucinating the pronunciation also, even though I've lived in the Philippines all my life. Ugh. Now, this is a good eaten by piranhas target, but we might just bitter triumph this, just get it over with. 3 fired bricks. he should swing. There's no reason not to swing. I'm gonna hold back, see what our opponent does. Our opponent could easily just play a land, play a creature, tap all three just to get the scry 1. The trick I probably actually want to wait for him to do the tap part. But if our opponent is doing it at sorcery speed, now we could. I don't need that anymore. So we now have the option to go Bartolom. Ooh. Yeah, this is worth paying 3 life for. Probably discard the. Let's see. Yeah, because we're already paying 3 life. I don't want to pay another 3 for this. But we are going to hold on to. We probably just do. One of this kind of stuck. So we'll do Rival here. Oh, we probably should have played Bartolome first, but if our. Promising Vein. What? I'm only holding back because our opponent is actually not exactly doing anything, but that might be about to change. If our opponent has a helping hand, it's going to be so annoying having to catch up against their rares. So far, nothing. So definitely want to play Bartolome. That way, if our opponent has an out to this, I can just sack it, so it's not a big loss. I think I'm willing to give this up now for the map token. So, yeah, I'm thankful that this takes a while to craft, and our opponent does not have a secondary artifact. It's only a matter of time before our opponent does hit an artifact, either on the play or in yard. Definitely want to play this as an extra option, but I do. Let's go greedy freebooter first. That scry is going to be so important over time. Let's see. Maybe our opponent has the blades. Yep. Let's see what our opponent targets. This time we learn from it. We are not going to sack. And we can probably just play this. Oh no, that's a map token, sorry. Yes, we can try cracking it. Yeah, let's crack it. Yeah, we'll keep it up top. Opponent is now okay. Hits their 7 mana. Which way do they craft? They most likely craft this way. Though it means we will take card. Yeah, this way our opponent has to give up an actual card. I guess we also give up our scout now. do need one more mana for the blade, so yeah, they have at least this way. If our opponent crafts, they can only craft one or the other, but they can't craft both. But this is what makes white blue very good in the long term. It's all this crafting, incidental with artifacts. Hey, Kyle Braxton, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? I could play Scout, try to hope to hit another land, and maybe play this one. But I probably want to play Acolyte here. That way, when I start chump blocking, I do have. Also nice that it indicates what was used. Hiding Blade. It's removal I need, but I need the land more. I feel bad for letting it go. Scry tree because yeah, that artifact's gone. So we did get our land. So I guess we can keep it up top. Yeah. Now the reason I want to keep it up top is because it's free discover. Opponent can just convert this, in which case I probably just got convert back. But yeah, Voltec Cloud Guard is actually quite good here. If we can't hit, yeah, now I regret binning that removal. So if our opponent is not going to start swinging, that's fine. So I do need something to counter it. So let's see what are our options. Merfolk, Vampire, yeah, duplicate Pirates. But we are in real trouble, and it's a shame. I really need to double check. How did I lose I don't remember how I lost the first game. It's possible I did lose the first game. I really might have just hallucinated that. Wow. Ooh. Wow, we're in real trouble now. I guess we can crack this. Another greedy freebooter. We'll explore first. Spiketail. Probably not gonna help us here. Yeah, we now need to be on the dig. Yeah, with 2 flyers up top, we now need to be on the dig for Grim Captain plan, and even that might be way too late. One should also be sending the tokens. It'll end the game a lot faster. Oh, come on! Well, there's our throne, but can we... Is it too late already? Pirate, Vampire, Dino, Merfolk. Yeah, it's actually too late at this point. We still have to keep it, I guess. Yeah, this didn't save us this time. Because I can pay two, but without any haste, and this doesn't have flying either. So no way of getting past that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go hit in Necropolis, see what they can dig, but honestly, it's a lost cause. Inverted Iceberg's not gonna do it. Yeah. Man, that was really tough. Yeah, peace to you too. Well, we only got 3 wins off this one, but I really am going to have to replay that one. That was so dubious. Anyway, it's an interesting dig on the set. I'll be checking things out. I'll admit that we did play we did have a very shoddy play on that. Okay, I now remember how we lost the first one. So I did not hallucinate. We did lose the first one by sacrificing everything to Benavides. In other words, don't do that. Second match was an actual loss as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we did lose 3 after all. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. It's a nice first foray into the format. We will definitely be careful next time. I still hate you, but more of I hate myself the way I played you. Starving Revenant's a bit fine. Throne came too late. Yeah, 1 turn. Or a way to give haste. It's generally why you want red for this one. Red has a creature for that. But yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, it was a nice game overall. I can't complain. That's gonna be it for this episode. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Many thanks to all those who tuned in: Talo HG, Jericho Elagan, and Kyle Braxton. It was really nice to have you guys all here. Yeah, wishing you guys a great rest of the year, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Good day.